Shortly after his inauguration as President of the United States, George W. Bush stated on January 25, 2001, that his first trip out of the country as president would be to Mexico to discuss immigration reform with Mexico's recently elected president, Vicente Fox. During his campaign, Bush emphasized that he would try and forge a special relationship with Mexico in which the issue of illegal and legal Mexican immigrants could be discussed and solved. He saw immigration as a benefit to the U.S. economy and called for a new large-scale temporary work program. According to Bush, and I quote, "Immigration is not a problem to be solved. It is the sign of a successful nation." End quote. In 2001, Congress considered several proposals for immigration reform, including a provision that allowed unauthorized immigrants who were otherwise eligible for green cards to adjust to lawful permanent residency without leaving the country. Also, he tried to implement the DREAM Act, which would legalize certain unauthorized youth who had entered the United States as children and had graduated high school and attended college. While the Republican Party benefited greatly from Latino support in the 2000 election, Bush was genuinely sympathetic toward Mexican immigrants and embraced Latino family values because he was the former governor of a border state. On September 6, 2001, both Mexican President Vicente Fox and Bush endorsed a framework echoing their commitment to completing Mexican immigration reform by the end of the year. However, the events of September 11, 2011 completely derailed the bilateral immigration talks. After the attacks, border control and immigration processes immediately became a central topic of concern because the terrorists of 9/11 were in the United States on student and visitor visas. The terrorist attacks exposed incredible weaknesses in the United States immigration system, forcing Bush to take a strong stance against illegal immigration. While he was very sympathetic towards Latino families, Bush's immigration policy for the rest of his presidency was characterized by a concern with strengthening national security by increasing intelligence, border control, and visa security.
When elected, President Barack Obama assured Americans that he would fix the broken immigration system. Since Obama took office, he has continued George W. Bush's efforts in securing border control. He is taking executive action to fix the broken immigration system and to build a system that lives up to America's heritage as a nation of laws and a nation of immigrants. There are more agents deployed to secure the United States southern border than in history. Over the past 6 years, illegal border crossing has been decreased by half. Since Obama took office, the number of people illegally crossing the southern border is at its lowest level since the 1970s. Obama aims to deport felons, not families. In his address to the nation on the topic of immigration, Obama assured, "We're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security. Felons, not families. Criminals, not children. Gang members, not a mom who's working hard to provide for her kids. We'll prioritize, just like the law enforcement does every day." He has promised to have immigrants abide by the rules set in place just as Americans have to. As a result of this proposal, nearly all Homeland Security officers have been trained on new enforcement priorities that went into effect on January 5th. And now 97% of undocumented immigrants who are detained are convicted criminals or recent border crossers. Along with holding immigrants accountable for their actions, Obama aims to increase accountability so that more than 4 million undocumented immigrants have the opportunity to follow the law. President Obama has proposed that his immigration plans will streamline legal immigration so that it boosts America's economy and promotes naturalization.